Hey guys, this is Adrian. Today we're going to release 2.3.0. Yesterday we released 2.2.2, but we're going to talk about all of the changes. So 2.3, we have a few dependencies updated. We have the new menu editor as a feature. I have a whole video on this with everything it does. It's a different video. I'll link to it. Next feature is text align right and center on index view. So now if I go to a resource and if you can see, like for the users required field, let me just collapse this. For the users required field, I added a new option called index text align, and that's aligned to the right. So if I go into the resource, you'll see the numbers. The numbers usually are aligned to the right in a table. So this is going to help you with that. You can also do center. And now everything will be text, everything text will be centered, and then you can do left, but this is just the default way of doing things. So obviously this is not just for numbers, you can use it for other types of fields as well. So numbers on the right and country on to the center. Cool. Next one, this is something from John Frisbee. Thank you so much. It's a very useful new feature. So customizable sorting. So before you could use, let's see if I have anything sortable. So before you could add like sortable true for a field, and then Avo would make that field sortable. So you can now sort this by the name. So this will be alphabetical. But if you have something like a computed field, or maybe a belongs to, you can just add sortable true and have that sorted, because if it's a computed field, you wouldn't really know by default. Avo wouldn't really know by default how to sort it. So I'll go to user resource and show you what I mean. And now this is the isWriter field. Is a text field, and it has like a default. Let me just delete this for a second. It has a block assigned to it. So basically this is going to show a yes or no if, what is this, like post to array size is more than 0. So if it has more posts, if it has any posts, it'll say yes. If it doesn't have posts, it'll say no. So this is a computed field. So if you wanted to add like sortable true, like sortable true, this Avo wouldn't know how to sort this because it doesn't really know what's here. You can add whatever piece of logic you want. But what John did, he created this. He transferred sortable into a block, into a lambda function actually, and it will give you the query and the direction it was sorted to, and you can influence that query to order it however you want it. So this is, like he said, like order by something else completely. Just make, so he said like when somebody like tries to order by this field, isWriter will just apply this order rule to the query, so by ID and in the direction we want it to. So I'll go to the users, and isWriter is now sorted, and now you can see it's after the ID. Okay, if I do it again, it's reversed. So basically we can do whatever you want. You can take out the number of posts, the post count, and order by that, or whatever makes sense to you. But this is a very easy way to add sortable to computed fields, or even belongs to fields. So you can, this is the post resource, and the post belongs to a user, and you can do that here as well. And now you can do whatever you want, like add a user or find a user and order it by that, whatever you wish. Cool. What else? Yeah, we refactored the menus a little bit. It's just a nice thing to have. Next, this is the fix that we applied yesterday. The reloader broke the initializer when you would run like Rails generate avo install into a new app, it would actually crash. That was a bug on us. Next we have the default filters cleared on apply. So this was a bug. So now I'm in users. You'll see that this filter is admin. It has both options selected. So if I go into the is admin, the default has both options selected. They are true. Whenever I'd go and say like avo, these two would not keep their state as selected by default. And these would be reset. So now these keep their values. So next we have change param from locale to set locale. So because a user needed to translate, had to translate some multilingual content, we had this thing where you could do that locale and set Spanish. Actually, we don't have Spanish. We have Portuguese. And you would set the locale like this, and it would be persisted throughout all the session. It would set the default locale as well. And they pointed out that actually using the locale param is not actually a good idea, because usually people use it for that session, for that page load alone. So we changed it to set locale, and now this will set it up. You'll see this is you'll see the translated the localized content. And now if I go through the resources, my whole session, it's going to keep that locale. Next, trix attach action. This is something, this was a bug where you couldn't really use the actions. So we fixed that. And next, authorization logic error. So John pointed out that we had an error in our authorization logic, and we fixed that as well. So I hope you enjoy this release, and please keep sending your feedback and ideas our way. Thank you so much. Have a good one.